Hey guys, just in case you didn't know, I am actually a part of Carnage, and on the 15th, we are releasing our very own G Fuel Shaker Cup, so if you want to snag one, be sure to use code IMMORTAL at checkout. And now on to today's video. So, things this week in Call of Duty are a bit weird. At the start of the week, we got an announcement that we'd be seeing a big update pushed through this week, but today we got something a bit different. Instead of a brand new title update, we got a brand new blog post from Infinity Ward that details some of the major changes and content updates we can expect to see here soon. So today we're breaking down what all was just revealed about the upcoming changes in content that should be coming to the game relatively soon. But before we jump into that, hey hi, how you doing? If you're new here, I am always covering the latest Call of Duty news and intel, so feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on if you want to stay up to date with that stuff. And of course, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And now let's get into the huge amount of intel that Infinity Ward just revealed about what's to come here in Modern Warfare. So first and foremost, all of this information is stemming directly from the newest blog post that IW posted earlier today, so this is all official, coming directly from the studio, aka this is nothing but confirmations from start to finish. So getting into it, it starts off with, a little over a month ago, we kicked off Season 1, with new maps, modes, weapons, and Spec Ops experiences, making it one of the biggest drops to ever come to Call of Duty. The responses we've seen from the community have been absolutely incredible, and we genuinely can't thank you all enough for playing and for being on this journey with us. Now that we're fresh into 2020, we want to update you on a few things we're working on. So honestly that is nothing too out of the ordinary, right? Just the usual PR stuff that doesn't really mean all that much. But then we get into the really exciting announcements regarding upcoming content and changes. Under the What's Coming portion of the post, we see that 3v3 Gunfight is now officially on the way. Now they don't list a release date for it, but they say that aside from the Gunfight 1v1 playlist which rolled out this past week, they are working on another version of Gunfight, which is 3v3. And honestly, I think this is going to be a really fun mode, and I for one am really excited to give this one a go. They also mentioned that additional loadouts are coming to the game in the future as well, by saying 5 loadouts are just not enough, so we'll be adding more loadout slots over the coming weeks. Once again, no release date is confirmed here, but we do know that sometime in January some extra custom class slots are going to be added in. But also here we don't know how exactly that's going to end up working. We've seen extra created class slots added to the stores in previous Call of Duty titles, but we've also gotten them from prestiging in the past too. However, seeing as that's not a thing this year, we're honestly not too sure how exactly we're going to gain access to these extra slots, but hopefully it's not something we're going to have to pay for. Then, Infinity Ward also went on to mention that the Gunfight tournament system is actually going to be returning, as they say, it was incredible to see so many people jump into the Gunfight tournament beta back in November, and we plan on bringing back tournaments once we've squashed a few bugs and added in new rewards. So yet again, we've got no release date here, but we do know that the Gunfight tournament system is going to be coming back soon as well. Then, to top it all off, they also mentioned that there will be more double XP, double weapon XP, and double tier progression events coming soon, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for those moving forward. Now, Infinity Ward also brought up a handful of larger issues they are looking into, and they announced a really cool community feature as well that we'll be getting to here in just a moment. So here they've got some issues they are currently tracking, including lighting flickering on various maps, mission collision on the containers on cargo, platinum skins not unlocking properly. I believe that one is specifically directed at the Ram 7 and the Holger 26. Then, out of the map exploits in Ground War, those are very prominent right now, and also platinum and Damascus glare while aiming down sights. So that's all that's listed here on this initial blog post. However, there's also a lot more that Infinity Ward is currently tracking, thanks to the new and improved Trello board, which the community and player base can actually interact with. They said, you are all great at keeping us updated with features you'd like to see, modes you want to play, bugs you encounter, and just overall feedback. With that, we want to keep you up to date as much as possible. So, starting today, we'll be using the Trello board to show you issues we're tracking, and also give sneak peeks at upcoming things. It's not everything we're working on, but it is an awesome way to see what exactly is on our radar. So if you were to go ahead and jump onto the Trello board, you'd see a ton of things listed as being worked on, and also a handful of known issues as well, including the recon drone challenge issues, players being able to capture the hardpoint in the hotel on St. Petrograd, the cruise missile not working correctly, recovery not working correctly, various ground war map exploits, Platinum Camo not working on the Ram 7, and a ton of other issues too. Now keep in mind that was all just for multiplayer specifically. They've also got a classic and regular Spec Ops list as well, and some PC specific issues too that are all updated in real time. This board also features the upcoming content items under what we're working on, all of which we just discussed. And it also shows some maintenance schedules too, in case you want to have a heads up as to when the servers might be experiencing some problems. But that is still not all of it when it comes to what Infinity Ward revealed today, as they also said they want to keep us even more updated. So moving forward, there's going to be an even better stream of communication from the developers. They say that on Tuesdays we're going to see the usual playlist updates, on Thursdays we'll have a developer diary or a behind the scenes blog, and on Fridays some community update blogs. Now they don't specify if that's going to be a thing every single week, but we do have a more clear time frame now of when those things should occur. Of course, Tuesdays have been the update days in Call of Duty for years and years now, and playlist updates have already been happening every Tuesday pretty much so far this year as is. And on top of that, we usually see the new title updates go live on Tuesdays as well, so those should all fall there in the future per usual. Now, the behind the scenes blog stuff really is not all that important, unless of course you're just interested in life as a developer and whatnot, but as far as updates and content go, those, like I said, aren't super important. But then the community update blogs are arguably some of the best things that we can get as a player base outside of these standard updates, as those will end up previewing all the content and changes that are to come in future updates. And with new title updates and new seasons dropping, we should be seeing plenty of those update blogs released in the future. Now, outside of all those changes that were mentioned today, there's also even more things that Infinity Ward has revealed in the past few days too. So here, they recently mentioned that they'll be fixing the quick play mode to filter through modes more often, as right now it is a bit finicky when you play with more than one mode selected. Sometimes it'll just roll through the same mode over and over and over again, and doesn't really diversify even if you're trying to filter through, say, TDM and Search and Destroy. They also plan on fixing player collision, which has been a super huge problem lately. I cannot tell you how annoying it is to constantly be bumping into your teammates and being shoved around when you don't want to be. So honestly, I am really glad that is getting fixed as well. They also mentioned more 6v6 maps are on the way, and pretty soon apparently, and I assume with the launch of Season 2, we are going to see a handful of those released alongside a new battle pass, some new operators, and a handful of other things like that. There is also a chance we end up seeing some more 6v6 maps released this season, like maybe Broadcast for instance, since that was teased in the original opening cinematic. And I'm sure there's probably going to be some other surprises coming before Season 2 on top of that. Then, Joel Emsley also specifically mentioned that more military-based and realistic operator skins are coming. And lastly, they also confirmed that a special emblem and calling card for earning a nuke will be coming to the game pretty soon too. As I'm sure you guys remember, back in Modern Warfare 2, you could unlock the spinning nuke emblem after you called in a nuke, and that was a massively popular emblem back in the day, so that would be pretty cool to see return this year if you ask me. Also, one last thing I did want to bring up, because I'm sure there are plenty of you out there who have questions about it, is the Battle Royale. We pretty much know by now that Raven is working on the Battle Royale mode, which is said to release as a free-to-play mode in early 2020. And initially, I thought it was going to drop right alongside Season 2, but now it seems we probably won't see anything about it until after Season 2 releases, so just keep that in mind there. The reason people are beginning to think it will be a post-Season 2 announcement is to keep attention on Season 2 in general. Obviously, if IW were to say, hey, Season 2 is coming on February 3rd, then they also say, oh yeah, and by the way, we've got a Battle Royale coming too, a ton of people are just going to focus all their attention on that Battle Royale, and not nearly as much on the new season, which is going to be a pretty big focus point in and of itself. But of course, as we get more information there, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. So, with all of that being said, that is effectively everything Infinity Ward ended up revealing today about the incoming changes and content we should be seeing here shortly. And that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it, as it would be much appreciated. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with everything going on in the world of Call of Duty, including all the latest news and intel, updates and leaks, and pretty much everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know when I post a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL on all Scuff, G Fuel, Control Freak, and Respawn products. All of those links can be found down in the description below, and once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.